welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be doing a design, well, a couple of designs. I've got 3 tips here ready with Bluesky Blossom Gels. So my last Blossom Gel video was very popular and a lot of people have watched it, so I just thought I'd best do another one updated because obviously that one's quite old now. So I am going to be using their Blossom Gels. So I've got... These are not all Blossom Gels, there's a couple of cat size in here as well. So I think all of those, that end, so all of these this end, those there are all the Blossom Gels. So I'm going to be using a couple of different shades of those. You can use the Blossom Gels with normal polish as well. But I'm not going to do that in this one. I am just going to use the Blossom Gels because obviously it would make sense for me to use the Blossom Gels for a Blossom Gel video. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think in my last one I did actually use the Blossom base coat with my normal colours. So if you want to see that, then go ahead and watch that one. So all I'm doing at the moment is I am using Magpie Beauty's Come What May as my background for these designs because it's a very nice sheer pink. I don't really want a colour as such as the background because I want you to be able to see clearly the blossom effect. I'm not going to be doing anything too intricate in this video because I want to keep it pretty simple. I'm probably just going to stick to some sort of marbly type effect just because that is, I find, the easiest type of designs to do in general, like not just with Blossom Gels but just easy in general. So I'm just going to pop those in the lamp for 60 seconds and then I'll be back to do the designs. So I've decided I'm going to use these colours, so just a lily bit which is white, and then we've got Blossom 02 which is Be My Dahlia, and then Blossom 3 which is unnamed on my bottle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop a coat of Bluesky's I'm getting all tongue-tied, Blossom base coat onto these nails. I'm going to do it relatively thick because I want them to blossom a lot. If you don't want the blossom effect to take effect too quickly and you want it to be a bit like not too crazy, you can use the thickness of the base coat to help you with that. So if you put it on, basically the thinner you put it on, like the less that your Blossom Gels will move. I want mine to move quite a lot because obviously, as I said, I'm going for the sort of marble design look, so I want it quite thick. So what I'm going to be doing is a sort of abstract nails set of 3. So I'm going to be doing these first and then popping some art over the top. I want to keep it relatively easy just because I find the easier the better. Like, who doesn't want to do an easy set, let's be honest. So I'm just going to get a palette and I'm just going to pop on some of my white blossom colour and then my purple. Some of them do blossom better than others as well. The purple is one that does tend to blossom quite well, so I will put that on last because it blossoms quicker than the others and it's of quite a dark colour. I don't want it to kind of take over everything. So the brushes I'm going to be using are this thick detailer brush and this shorter, thinner detailer brush. These are out of the set that I got from Amazon. I think they were about £13 or £14 and you get 15 brushes. So that's a really good deal. I will pop these in the description box if I remember. If I don't, someone please remind me and I will pop it in there afterwards. So I'm going to grab this white now. I'm going to do the white first and I'm just going to literally just pop it on, not in any particular way. I'm just doing it completely random, not really worrying about where it goes or what effect it gives, because that is the joy of marble and abstract and stuff, is it doesn't really matter. So that is why I'm going for abstract. And then I'm going to get the pink with the thicker one as well. I'm just going to pop that through the white. So please obviously remember that I've put on my base coat, I've not cured it, I've put it on quite thick. If you don't want it to be as blossomed, you can put it on thinner and that won't blossom quite as much. So now I'm going to go in with the purple And like I said, the purple's quite overpowering. It is quite a dark colour, so I'm not going to go too crazy with that. And I'm just going to pop that where I want that one. I did quite a few different types of designs in my last Blossom video, so if anyone is interested in doing different types, then check that one out, because obviously this video is quite specific. I am doing an actual design on all three to match up to each other, so it's not going to be too crazy. I'm then going to get my shorter, smaller detailer brush, make sure it's nice and clean, and I'm just going to grab some of the white and just run that through the bits where there isn't any white, just to break up the parts that are a bit more colour concentrated. And then I'm going to do the same with the other colours. Obviously you don't need blossom gels to be able to do this type of design. You can do this with normal gels without any blossoming at all. Marble is pretty versatile with gel polish, because gel polish itself, if you don't cure it, will move to an extent anyway, so it's not too tricky. I am planning on doing obviously more videos now that we are going into lockdown, because I'm going to have not much to do because of it, so I will be uploading more videos more frequently again, like I did during the last lockdown. So if you want to see some more videos, then please subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it as that. I know it looks really random, but when it's got everything else on top that I'm planning on doing, it won't look quite so bizarre. So I'm gonna pop that into my lamp for 60 seconds. Okay, so whilst that one's in the lamp, I'm gonna go on to my next nail. I'm basically doing the exact same thing on all three, but I'm gonna be doing them in different directions and putting the colours on in slightly different orders, just so you can see what difference it makes doing different stages, just in slightly different orders. So I'm just going to bring some of the purple through first. As you can see, it moves on its own. And then I'm going to pop the pink through that. I have put the Blossom Gel on this one quite thick again, just to aid me in the moving of the colours. I'm really sorry if this seems rushed, it kind of is. I'm currently just waiting for another client to come. And it is the bizarre few days of almost lockdown, so it's a bit crazy at the moment in the salon, but I'm just trying to get ahead of my video schedule. And what better way to wait than to come up with some designs. So I'm not actually brushing through the gel, I'm kind of placing the gel polish, the Blossom Gels, like on top of the gel. And I'm going to get my smaller one and add some more white in there, because it's not quite as broke up as I'd like it to be. And then the next one I am going to do totally, what's it called, horizontal, just to break up the dynamic, just make it a little bit more mixed up so they're not all three of them too similar. So I'm just going to pop in some more darker areas now, because I know obviously those lower layers of the purple have blossomed a lot, so they're going to be less pigmented because they'll have moved around. So I'm just popping some darker points in. Oh, just took most of that off. I'm just going to pop some more colour in there. Okay, and then once I've done that, I will pop it into the lamp when I'm happy. Just getting rid of a little bit because I've got a lot going on here. Just thinning out the sides. Take away any really obvious points of colour. And there we go, I'm going to pop that into the lamp. Sorry about that, I've already started, I forgot to click play. So I'm just going in now with the horizontal one, not in any particular way, just going straight in. the different colours. Really simple, this one. And then I'm going to go in with the white. I'm kind of just placing first, and then I'll mess about with where I want everything afterwards. I just want to make sure that the colours I'm using are on the nail first. And then once I've done that, I will just go through and marble them all a little bit more, light pressure. I'll take some of that bottom bit off because it is really thick. Obviously you need to bear in mind that gel polish will only cure a certain extent of thickness, so you don't want to go too overboard with how thick your polishes are. You're best to just build up thickness. If it's not going how you want it, just do one layer and then build up the layers. Just want a bit more white down this end. This bottom bit's not how I want it at all, so I'm just going to go in and add some more in there. Definitely lacking white on this nail. I am going to be going in with some white design on top anyway, so I'm not too worried about getting everything absolutely perfect. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to pop that into the lamp as well. Okay, I'm now going in with these 3 gel paints. So I've got Magpie's White, Rose Gold and Black. So I'm just going to be popping some completely random patches on this nail. So I'm going to be using different types of brushes for this. I've got a small round one that looks like this, and then I've got some striper brushes instead as well to create some nice lines. So I'm going to be using a Magpie striper brush for that. So nearly forgot as well that I've also got a dotting tool that I'll be doing some dots with, because I've got a bit of an obsession with dots lately for some abstract nails. I don't know why, but I'm loving dots. So anyway, we've got this nail here. Just making sure I've got some acetone at the ready as well to be able to clean off my brush when I've used it. So I'm going to move the phone a bit and then zoom in a little bit instead of having everything so close to my hand. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with, she says, let's find it, this round tip brush, and I'm going to go in there with the white. Oh, I lied, with the rose gold, sorry. And then I'm literally just going to do random brush marks. Just totally random, not aiming them anywhere in specific, just random brush marks. So that is what I'm going with. And then when I've placed them where I want them, I will just go in and just blend them out a little bit so they're not quite as small and thick, but more just blended out. Okay, so that's it for the rose gold. I'm going to be doing all of the colours at the same time because I don't care if they run into each other, because obviously it is abstract. And then I'm going to be doing some lines with the black. So I'm just going to pop my detailer in there, make sure it's completely covered, and then I'm just going to pop lines randomly. Don't have to be straight, not in any specific way. Pop some there. Another little one here, maybe one across there with another one. So as you can see, I'm not planning it at all, just literally going in totally random and just placing wherever I feel like it, basically. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one like that. I think I'm just going to darken those lines up a little bit, and then I'm going to pop that one into the lamp for now because I do want to do more on it, but I can't do it on top because it is completely wet, and obviously I don't want it running, but I need it to sit still. Okay, so while that one's in the lamp, I'm just going to get the other nails and I'm going to do the same on them. Again, totally random. I'm not really putting too much effort into choosing where I place anything. Just want to make sure it is nice and dark so you can see the lines at least. Doesn't have to be perfect, which is the best part of abstract. And then I'm going to go in with my rose gold again. Going in line with the rose gold, I'm going in line with which direction the design is in underneath. Okay. So I'm now going to pop that one in. And I'm going to get the last one. Okay, and then do the same thing all over again. So I'm just going to get my rose gold. I'm going to go in this direction this time. Bit of wavy, just to suit the direction of the marble. And then again, I'm just going to go in and blend it a little bit so it's not just really thick gel paint. And then we're going to go in with lines. I'm not really bothered about the thickness either of the lines, mixing that up. Okay, and once I've done that, that one going as well. First one I put in is now out. I'm now going to get my dotting tool and add in some dots just for a bit more texture, because you can never have too much. I'm using quite a small dotting tool. Not because I'm particularly wanting small dots, but mainly because I can't be bothered to search through my drawer to find a bigger one. So this is just having to do. Sorry, I've just noticed I'm not in focus. Okay, and then just adding dots again quite randomly. Okay, so this is the next one. I'm not bothered about overlapping or what direction they're going in, just going dot crazy. Okay, some little ones there. And then I've got the last one, which is the one where it's all diagonal. And then I'm going to pop some here, down here, down there, and there. And then just, I feel like I need some in the middle, but I don't know where to put them. We'll just put two there. Okay, so this is what we're left with. I am going to now add some spider gel, because I like to go overboard and then end up not liking them. That's my thing. So I'm just going to grab my dotting tool that I've just been using. I'm just going to pop some spider gel in this set. So I'm not doing anything fancy or anything. I'm literally just going to be basically popping some on in random places. So obviously the deeper you put your dotting tool into the gel, the more that you will pick up. I don't want a hell of a lot on it. I just want enough just to have just some really thin, nice random lines here and there. Don't want anything crazy to cover up everything we've just done. So I'm just picking up some random bits. Don't want to go overboard. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that, pop that in the lamp. And then I'm going to go in with the next one. I'm going to do these ones up the nail this time. Just to stay in line with the direction of all of the marbles that we've got underneath. And these really fine lines will just fill in any little gaps we've got that could do with a bit of pattern. Okay, I'm just going to pop that one in as well. And then this one, again, I'm just going to go with the direction of what it is. So we're going to go with horizontal. Still not going overboard, don't want to add too much on. Basically I want you to be sort of just about able to see the spider gel. Maybe a bit more in the middle just because we don't have much going on there. Okay, then I'm going to pop that one in the lamp as well. And then all we've got left to do now is just top coat. I know that this has been quite a long video, apologies. I'm actually going to do this in velvet, you know. So I'm going to do it in velvet top coat because obviously we can see what it'd look like shiny because it's shiny now. So I'm going to velvet top coat and see how we get on with that, just to give it something else. If I don't like it, I can easily just shiny top coat over the top. So anyway, I know this has been a long one, I'm really sorry. I hope you enjoyed it though, even though it has been stupidly long. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be obviously lots more videos coming now because I am going to be off for, fingers crossed, only a month. So please join me in my videos and make it worthwhile me doing all this editing and everything. So yeah, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe. I will obviously leave little clips at the end of how these turn out when they'll finish top coat and everything. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll be back very soon. Bye.